Hello again, my dear subscribers. Today I am Anna. We returned for some time to Ukraine and I continue to do my videos for you. And today I would like to tell you about the topic of how Ukrainian girls changed during this time, during these 5 months of war in Ukraine, and what you should expect from them when you meet them, when you communicate with them, because obviously this war influenced all of us, all sides of our lives. And it's important to take it into account when you talk with a girl, when you plan to start the relationship with her, when you plan to start a family with her. So I think that in this sense, we should divide these girls into two groups. First group, or maybe even three. First group is the ones who left Ukraine and who are currently in other countries, in different cities from their home city, and they show this one type of behavior. And the other group is girls who left in Ukraine, who are living in their homes. And a third group are those who left their home cities, like Kharkov, Kherson maybe, and moved inside Ukraine, but to the other city. And all they can be a little bit different in how they behave. And of course, we shouldn't forget about individual traits of each girl, because as always, I tell you about like general type of behavior of them, how they can act. But of course, you should look deeper into each personality, into each girl separately. So the first type of girls who left Ukraine. You know, when I studied this topic of immigration and how people feel, it turned out very interesting that people go through the same stage that they go through when they fall in love. So the first stage, when people left Ukraine, especially when there was a war, beginning of war, many of us were shocked, we were very frightened, we didn't know what will be the next step in this war. So mostly girls felt happy. Women felt happy because they were safe with their children or just themselves. And this is a stage called falling in love with a new place, with a new country, especially if they were lucky to meet wonderful people. Maybe they settled with some family who hosting families that accepted them. Maybe they were given a good hotel like we did. We were given with my daughter, and so on. Then for some time, when we feel safe, we feel more relaxed than in Ukraine, and the most important, safe. It's falling in love with everything around. And the other stage that happens, because you know, I talk with many women, many people, and most of us who left Ukraine so much suddenly, we were hoping that war will stop soon, because one of our influential government people told, just wait 2-3 weeks and it will be okay, you can return home. But as you see, it's 5th month now and war doesn't stop at all. And many of us who left Ukraine, we were waiting every day, and we hoped that very soon we will come back to home, but it never happened. And then we have the other stage that is called the irritation, because after all, your dream doesn't come true. Your life depends on war that you can't control, that you can't influence it. And it makes you irritated. And of course, when you are in different countries, especially in some place where everything is very different, like countries that are very far from Ukraine, like Canada, or maybe some north countries like Norway and so on. And people are very different, and mentality is very different. And as much as it gets more far from Ukraine, people and culture is even more and more different. And if a girl comes to this environment and she doesn't get what she wants getting back to home, she feels very irritated, very nervous, and so on. I came with my daughter to Bulgaria, and you know, it's Slavic people, and we are very closed by mentality. Language is very close. That's why it was, I think, for us it was easier, but for many people it was much different. And when I talk to girls, they sometimes tell me that, you know, it's very difficult. I want to get back to Ukraine so much. These people are so different. It's so difficult to find medicine like we did in Ukraine easily in pharmacy. The rules are different, and you know, to the stress of that when girls know that there is a war in their home country, and in most of the cases these girls have mothers, fathers left in Ukraine in such a difficult time. To this stress we add the stress of adaptation, because this migration was not conscious, it was not prepared, it was sudden. And when we talk about meeting such type of girl, you can imagine that how much stress and anxiety she has in life. And anyway, if she is open to meeting a man, if she wants to build a relationship, it means she's still feeling nervous about the whole situation in life. And what I notice, what happens now because of this. First of all, girls started to answer slower to men. So it's normal when you write her and she doesn't answer you immediately. Also, when man is very needy or very talkative and wants her every day, it becomes very difficult for girl to devote all her attention to man, because you know she's in a new country. Most probably she's busy with her child, putting him or her in school, all these routine things, where she lives, how to buy food, and so on, and many things she should learn because they are different in other countries. Plus, to this stress, there is a stress of men requiring a lot of attention, and in this case of course, this relationship don't work. So I suggest you to, in this case, to use such a strategy. You are being sensitive, you talk to a girl when she needs it, you support her, at least by your words, and you are quite patient with her. I guess when your girl is really interested in you, you would feel it, but sometimes she can tell you, you know, I'm very tired now, I have to run to do some work and so on, and you should be patient about it, because you are in your home country, your life is structured, your life is as usual, but a woman is in completely different situation, and even though she is in safety, she still has a lot of difficult things happening around her. You know, when the war started, I thought that no one needs this service anymore, because the main thing is safety, and no. But to my surprise, many more girls started to apply to us. Now, this happened also in 2008, where there was a crisis, economic crisis in the world, if you remember. And at this time, we also had more applications. In 2014, when there was a Maidan in Ukraine, you also may remember this, and we also had more girls applying to us. And this time too, but they started to behave differently. And I see this not with one girl, not with two, but with many. So I wanted to let you know about it, to make you more conscious about what you should expect, and to decide for yourself if you want to move forward with such type of relationships, if you are ready for such type of relationships, if you are ready to be patient, sensitive, emotionally intelligent with girl in such difficult times. And the other group of girls who are left in Ukraine. What is important to know? First of all, you should know in which area of Ukraine she is. So if she is in a more calm area like Odessa, I would say, she can stay almost the same like she was before. But you know, at any rate, there is an anxiety in every person, nervousness too, to some extent, and people have different reactions to what's happening here. But I guess so don't forget to subscribe my channel if you are new here, and I will continue making useful videos for you. Write your comments as always, you write your questions, and I will be happy to read them and answer them, because it tells me that you have interest to the topic, and I will help you to build beautiful, loving, happy relationships with Ukrainian girl.